the last week lesson about the goals in life and goal of life. That is what we discussed.
Yes,
And did you get a chance to review and understand?
I did.
Wonderful, made. So you see that I want to add another important lesson. How long we have to continue like this until you reach and find your real self.
Hmm.
Should I tell you one thing? Let me rephrase it in a very gentle way. We make an effort in the journey of the self discovery, but we don't make an effort what we could have been making. Why? Because I am busy. Why I am busy? To receive stress, fear, frustration. Tell me, when you are busy, are you not frustrated? Is frustration means that I'm not organized here? I'm not talking about outside. So I want to pick up a topic that is very near to my heart, and that will make the things very clear. If you make an effort, what if you make a little extra effort every day, the life will change. So we will answer the question. What question? What is the most difficult body to receive from the existence? We normally do not ask this question. Again, I'm repeating, and then I'll make it clear. Did you understand? What is the most difficult body of a living being to receive from the existence? We never thought that we will be human beings, we'll be meeting like this. We'll have three beautiful women, only two not so good looking people in this group. You see, we never thought that we will be human beings. We don't have any opportunity to think. And we are a human being. So we have a human frame. So I am raising a question that what is the most difficult frame or the body of a living being that we receive from the existence? And it is the human body. So if we answer that question, why, the things becomes clear. And we are not making an effort in the direction to find that permanent peace and happiness. We are not making an effort. No problem, even first 30 years from age of 22 to 29, I was saying this master, my master seems to be crazy. You know what he's talking? I could not never digest. I used to ask lot of stuff and still I was confused. So I want to remove that confusion. Do we know that first? So I'm raising question and answering. Do we know that we will be born as a human being? Not at all. Or any one of you are aware that, oh, I'll be born as a human being. My name would be John, and I'll be settled in Princeton. I'll marry beautiful women. So we don't know it. We didn't know it. So do you know how many living species on the Earth planet? Eastern wisdom says 8.4 million living species on the Earth. Science has only found a couple of millions. So why we are lucky to be born with a human frame out of 8.4 million living beings? That is our question that we are trying to find an answer, because and then you will link it to the goals in life and goal of life. And I can tell you, even if you remember intellectually, you start thinking the way. Today's lesson is 90% of your worries will disappear. So the first question. Now, why we do not know? We should answer everything logically. Because if I say, oh, no, believe in me, no master in Eastern wisdom says believe in me. It says inquire, understand. Existence is only one. We share the common earth, air, water, fire, all the five elements. And in that existence, all the living species are living, or they are alive. One of them are 6 crazy people are here in this session. Including me, 5 are you, 6. You see that? So we know very little about the existence. You go on searching galaxies and you go to the moons and the Mars. You go to the earth deep down. We don't have any clue about the existence. So if we understand that how the human frame, the human body is different from other living species, that will make a sense. And we don't appreciate it. Don't go that we are superior or inferior. Just understand logically. Mosquito sits on your shoulder, living species, sharing the same, what I'm sharing, what you are sharing. They don't know. They live for a couple of days. At least we live with a higher self-awareness with this human frame so that I can check, I can understand, I can make a choice. I don't sit on anybody's shoulder. Look at this, flies, mosquitoes. Look at it. Reptiles, birds. Mammals seem to be close to us. They live with a limited self-awareness. Even the pet mammals, they live with a little limited self-awareness, but still they are controlled by the human frame. How? Because I am a human being, I have a human frame, I live with a higher self-awareness, one, and I have a free intellect to choose. So our master says, what our master says? Our master says that because we have this vertical human frame, that is why we have a higher level of self-awareness, and that is why we have a free intellect. Did you understand that point? Higher self-awareness means I have more choices. I can choose. See that as a human being. Unnecessary, we are stressed, Why I'm stressed? Because of the outer situation, because of my honey, because of my relationship, because so many reasons. No situation outside runs after you to cause a problem. I am ignorant about it. I'm confused about it. I can use that situation as an opportunity. Tell me, which living being can do that? Is it not a gift to us by the existence? It is a gift. Are you getting it? So related to your problem, your stress, your suffering, your duality, your conflict, should I not work with my higher level of self-awareness that I puts into the background? I become ignorant, and then I say, you are responsible for my stress. You are causing the problem. Situation is there. Are you getting it? Say yes. We lost. It takes 32 groups of the muscles to smile. And it takes 132 groups of the muscles of the cheek to frown, to have a sadness on the face. Physiology, biology says. And we forget it. Honey is soulmate. But after a few weeks and months and years, oh no, it's okay, I'm pulling on. I'm pulling on. If other animals, other living species that I'm pulling on, it makes a sense. But I'm saying I'm pulling on. Are you getting the feel what we are trying to understand? With that human frame, that higher self-awareness and free intellect are always available to us. Is it not a fact? But I'm not using it. I put both of them into the background. Oh, I've been suffering. Why? Because of honey. So why you are saying that person a honey? Pay attention. Once you get the feel of it, once I got it and I experienced, all the problems are opportunities for me. The moment my mind perceives any situation outside or a person is a problem, let me sit, contemplate, reflect, because I am given the higher self awareness, I am given the free intellect. Mosquito does not have it, fly do not have it, mammals do not have it, lion doesn't have it. I have it. Do you have it? Say, yes, I have it. So when you have it, so why you are suffering? Look at the way these masters have discovered, validated, experimented. Now add here the element of that all living species are searching peace and happiness. Mosquito sets you want to kill and it flies away. Every living being, consciously, subconsciously, habitually, impulsively, peace and happiness. They all seek peace and happiness. Every living. So if now think, if every living is seeking that peace and happiness, love and the wisdom, then is the existence made of peace and happiness? Yes. Is it always present if it is made up of the existence? Always yes. Then why I'm stressed? Then why I'm suffering? Why I frown? Why I have sadness, Charlie? Now you have a smile, I see that. Don't go back into the past. No, no living species go into the past except the human frame. Except the human. Do you see that? Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
So why do we go in the past?
Why we go into the past? Because we live with a low self-awareness. Because we are searching peace and happiness in the past. Because we impose peace and happiness in the world outside, and that is delusion. So we start searching peace and happiness in the outer situation and see if the past can be modified. No, we can learn from the past. We can learn from the past experiences and move forward. Make another difference with all the living species. Mammals. The mammals have definitely, they have a limited self-awareness, and they do not have a free intellect to choose, to decide what I want. You are frowning. I can be kind to you. I can react to you. I can be angry to you. These choices are not available with any body of a living species except the human being. Am I making a statement clear? I don't know too much of English, but I'm trying to. Do you see that? In any given situation, in any relationship, in any condition of life, because I'm a human being, I have a human frame, I have a higher self awareness, I have a free intellect, I have a choice. I don't exercise that choice. And what choice I exercise? You are responsible for my problem. Situation is like this.
Situation is like this.
That is why I am suffering. Yes.
That is why I am suffering. Yes. What do you call the human frame? The human body?
Yes, human body.
Yes, human body.
Body of a mosquito, body of a lion, body of a tiger, body of a buffalo. No one wants body of a buffalo. So anyhow, so that, living frame. So all the living species, whether you say simply the body. So the existence created this physical frame, which you call the human body, so that it can house higher self-awareness and it can house the intellect that is free. No other bodies can have that. You see that? Are we not lucky to be a human being? We don't feel like that. Do you really feel like that? And if you really feel like that, stress disappears and dissolves from today. I will find out the problem. If there is a problem, I'll find out the solution. Problem is an opportunity for me, not for a tiger, not for a mosquito, not for an ant, not for an elephant. Nature takes care of them. Nature adapts themselves. In Arizona, we have the plants that you don't find in New Jersey. Adaptation is there, a natural adaptation. We have to make a choice. Are you getting it? We are given a choice. Somebody is frowning. Can I be kind to him or her? No. How dare? The problem starts. We follow the animal way. How dare you frown? I can also do that. You're angry, I can also be angry. You're shouting, so I can also shout. So my intellect goes into the background. I lose my self-awareness. My mind becomes the animal mind. So I follow the animal mind. Useless human body. Maybe you look 100 times or 1,000,000 times into the mirror, you forget that you have a human body, to tell you frankly. Beauty, to see the beauty is one thing. I don't see any beauty, and I take a bath and do it, and I'm ready. Look at it. So let's go further. What is the most difficult body to receive from the existence? It is the human body. And we are lucky to be a human being out of 8.4 million species. And we don't realize this. No doubt, no doubt. Animals can sustain extreme, animal bodies can sustain extreme hardship as compared to the human body. But now go opposite. No animal take the cooked food, dessert after the meal, use the sunglasses. They live without clothes. They have a natural shelter. Camel can stay for months together without water. Cheetah can run almost 80 miles an hour. Seeker cannot match their, we cannot match their body. But still, because of higher self-awareness, because of the free intellect, now there is a cold in Arizona, so bring the AC under control. That only we can think, we can choose. Do you see that? So we can say that. Yes, yes, Sophie. Yes, Sophie.
So does that mean that we have a responsibility towards all the other existence forms?
First, be responsible to you. Be responsible to you. Responsibility towards others. First, let me become responsible to myself. Let me understand my potential. Let me explore my potential. Let me discover peace and happiness in me. When I discover peace and happiness, I'm going to respond to you in peace and happiness. So I'm already taking care of that responsibility of other living species. I have become kind. You see that? I am kind. Kindness. Animals do not see the difference. The tiger do not see the difference what it means to be kind. I know the difference. So let me be responsible to myself and the rest will be taken care of. And that makes me a seeker. Why? If tiger suffers from indigestion, the nature takes care. Doctors suggest take a light food. We go to the doctor. No animals goes to the hospital. It is only because of higher self-awareness. It is only because of the intellect is free. So what happens, I have been using intellect is free, etc., etc. Then what happens? I have a choice to change. No animals have a choice to change. Tiger remains the tiger throughout their life. I have a fear. I can change, I can become fearless. I have an ability. You see, This is a gift to us. Us means the human body with a free intellect, with a higher self awareness. I have been gifted that by the existence. I don't use that. Out of the 7 or 8 billion people, majority, we say that every person is abnormal in one or the other way. We don't use the same phrase to all the animals in the living species. What a great understanding. My goodness. See that. Look at it. Understand that clearly. Think of it. Put your mind to the task. Start working on the mind. That's why I told you that I'm taking a very serious topic, but we have to understand it. I can change. I'm fear. I can become fearless. I have an anxiety. I can free myself from the anxiety. I have a strange relationship. I can sit down and can change my temperament, change my behavior and attitude. Behavior and attitude of no living species can change except the human. Tell me. So when we do not want to change, then we suffer. We do not want to adapt, then we suffer. Why? Because of the ego and the delusion. And that ego, if you go and find that ego, cannot be found inside this human frame. It is an idea, it is a thought. Think. Gifts are gift to the human frame, to the human being, or you can say the human body. I can grow, I can evolve, I can transform any weaknesses into a strength. Tell me, which living species can do that? Tell me. Look at the perspective, look at the way our masters have founded these principles of the East and West. I can grow physically. I know how to maintain the well being at the physical level, at the mental level, at the emotional level, at the intellectual level. Tell me which living species means that. Tell me. So if we are not doing it, it means we are living in ignorance. I have been using the word ignorance many a times. Now, animals are also living in ignorance. Yes, they are living, but they do not know that they are living in ignorance so that they can get out of it. I know it. Why I know it? Because I've been gifted the human frame, the human body. Only in this human body, I can have a free intellect and I can have a higher level of self. Not only I can change my behavior and attitude, I can endure pain and then reflect on it and remove it. No living species. They don't have that level of awareness. I have a habit of anger, I can change that anger. I'm not going to change. It's my science says it is inherited biologically. Then they go to the brain. Oh no, it's in the DNA. No, we can change. Eastern wisdom opposes that idea. If I have a higher self awareness, if I have a free intellect, I can change. make a list, bucket list, where you want to change and how you, so that you change. That is the entire journey of the Eastern wisdom. That is why we have three goals in life and one goal of life. Last point, and then we will do it. Do you see that, once you professionally or even, we are teaching to the younger generation. What is the score in your bachelor's? It's a 4. Arrogance comes. Intellectual property right if you invent something. It is just opposite in Eastern wisdom. There you get the knowledge, it makes you humble. The knowledge gives you the humility. Knowledge of my own self gives you the humility. The knowledge in formal education makes you arrogant. Look at our dear Elon Musk. There are many examples, but he will stop my Twitter account. Let him stop it. Look at it. This knowledge leads to humility. Humility gives you the higher level of receptivity. Higher level of receptivity makes you more adaptable. You discover that sense of the kindness and the love in yourself. In turn, that is expressed outside. It becomes compassion. And it results into awakening. That is why, I always say all these masters, I don't own that knowledge. It is not my knowledge. It is the knowledge for the last almost 6,000 or 7,000 years old. And it is still relevant. Why? It is the knowledge of the existence. It is the knowledge of the absolute. It finds out who we are. So at the core of our existence, we are real self. It is only one real self. I want to add little more so that you can get some clear idea. We are 6 people here. So our master explains by a metaphor that there are six buckets full of water where the sun is reflected. In each bucket, the sun is reflected. That is why we claim we are 6. Are there 6 suns or only one? There is only one sun. It appears we are different, but the reality is that there is only one real self. There is only one pure consciousness. Think of it. Every time you have a stress, you have an anxiety, you have a duality, you have a fight, you have a problem, you have a suffering, just ask yourself mentally, am I a human being? Do I have a human frame? Do I have a free intellect? Can I accept this opportunity? Even my mind perceives it as a problem. Can I accept that? You are learning from me. I know only one couple, John and, but say, for example, any member of the family you are living with. So just check yourself. I'm learning Eastern wisdom. It is my greater responsibility to become a human being. So I have no chance to fall into frustration, failure, stress, anxiety, reaction. Now I have a habit of anger. I can change because I'm a human being. Is it not a gift? We don't want to use that gift. I heard, I read the paper of the science said I have my anger in DNA, in my DNA. Now there are a lot of research studies, even the DNA has a mutation, it can change. I believe we all are human beings. Close your eyes. Why should I believe? We look like human beings. Eyes are closed and position of the body. Check the position of the body. I can tell you, just think, no living species can understand position of the body. I can exercise that choice. I can adjust and adapt all the time, at every moment. And I'm not doing it. So position of the body is adjusted. I'm going a very simple way again today. So you look at the neck joint. So now you see that consciously we are being and becoming comfortable, so to say. Look at the neck joint, be there. Be there means I have a self awareness. I can continue to stay there with awareness at the neck joint. I can experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness because I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching. Who is watching? Mind. How? Through the awareness, knowledge, experience. Shoulder joints. Looking at the shoulder joint, being there, feeling sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Hip joint. Be there, sensation, comfort, and steadiness. And entire body. You are just aware, you look at it. I have a human body. Yes, I'm a human being, so to say, because I have a self awareness, because I have a free intellect, I can use this intellect to go anywhere I want. So, what the intellect perceives about the human body, that it has acquired a position which is comfortable. It is experience, sensation, comfort, and steadiness. No other living being can consciously experience that state. Are we not lucky? So when you are agitated with a person, acquire this state of sensation, comfort, and steadiness in the body, your mind will never be agitated and reacting. I'm opening up a few secrets of being comfortable. Don't keep on thinking that this guy is crazy. Just pay attention to your body. Their mind doesn't live in delusion. And it can easily happen with those people who are living close to you. One day you will discover that it is so easy. It's a fun to play. Being carefree, the thoughts are unwanted, thoughts are coming. It will come. What Sophie said, what we'll do with the past impressions. It is because of the past. Corresponding emotions, thoughts, and the feeling will definitely come to enter your mind uninvited. So what you do? Being a human, I have an ability to separate myself with all the thoughts that are coming to my mind. I can watch them dispassionately. I can be an observer I can be a witness, I can be a seer. What a great ability that we have. We are losing that ability in the modern lifestyle. Then simply, you see, again, use that. You are using the intellect, pay attention. You are using your level of your self awareness. You move the mind on the head and the neck. Very good. So you are there where? On the head and the neck. So intellect says where? On the skin. So then what do you feel? Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. It is there in the existence. That is why I experience. I did nothing. I just recalled my being, self-awareness, and using the intellect. Internally. I'm not doing any activity outside. Let us follow that in a very passive way. Move the mind on the right arm. So you are doing it, if you are doing something, you're doing it internally. So when I say move the mind on the right arm, I'm self-aware. I know where is the right arm. The intellect says, here is the right arm. Then we say, be there. And you will experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Did we do anything with the right arm? So we get a flash. Oh, that sensation, that relaxation, that stillness belongs to the existence, and I'm not aware of it. What do you mean? I'm always relaxed, 100%. Mind in ignorance perceives the outer situation, is running after me, and then I feel the stress. How will any situation or event move the mind on the left arm, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Middle portion of the body. From the shoulder to the waist, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Right leg, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Left leg, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The entire body. We have an ability, we are not using it. So we have not been using for years and years, so mind has taken over. So when the mind takes over, you have a visiting. Whenever you feel the pain in the body, the mind is agitated, but we experience the pain in the mind that we forget. No living species can do this. We are gifted. We don't use that gift. I lose the faith in myself that I can change any behavior and attitude that is detrimental to my progress, my growth, my evolution, my transformation. I'm not using it. Look at the breath, the breath. Now simply watch the breath. You see the gift of the existence, the breath. I need not to be conscious of it, and still I continue to remain alive. In deep sleep, I forget. I don't know anything about the breath, and the breath continues. Who does this? Existence. I don't realize that. So here you're looking at the breath that is going in and out. Who notices this? Intellect. You can train you cannot train your any animal, or including the pets, to be aware of the breath. I can tell you. We are gifted with that. So it's involuntary. It is at the subconscious level. We are breathing all the time. We are becoming conscious of it. Why? We have an ability. So in that ability, because mind is heavily conditioned, it keeps on changing the rate and the rhythm of the breath. So we are aware it is not changing. Why it changes? Because of the past impressions and the thoughts. So keep on looking at the breath that is going in and out and start counting the breath. When the breath goes in, mentally drop in one, out one, in two. This counting awareness changes your behavior and attitude. It doesn't matter whether you count 1 to 25 or 1 to 1,000. If you are doing it 1 to 1,000 subconsciously, habitually, impulsively, it doesn't make any sense. Consciously go on counting the breath. So why we meditate? One of the many reasons to ask the intellect to become conscious of that existence who has gifted us this human body. Then, okay, then what will happen? You contemplation, transformation. That is what made Buddha as a Buddha. That is what made Jesus as a Jesus. Confucius is a Confucius. Now stop the counting. Do nothing. Remain as you are. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind to the right hand, your mind to the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it in your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. Do you see? Are you aware of I'm guiding and it is passing on to you the instructions and you follow as it is? No living species because of the human frame. How are you, Sophie?
I'm good, Girish Jha. I was falling asleep.
Falling into sleep. Relax. Relax. That's good. Falling into sleep.
But tomorrow morning I won't fall asleep. Yeah.
We as a human being, because of the human frame, know that we fall into sleep. No other living species. Just become aware the way we as a human being are. We lost that touch. How are you, Charlie?
I I had a busy mind, but I the concepts that you talked about started to trickle in whilst I was meditating.
Okay, that's good. The more it trickles down and the mind repeats those, even as a thought, it becomes a contemplation. And that will stop your crazy mind. So it's yeah. The more these things should continue to trigger your mind, and especially when we are angry. Oh, I can change. You're upset. No, I can change my being upset. We don't think about it. Why? Mind is focused on someone outside. You are responsible. You have been my soulmate, and now you know the story. I have been telling it. How are you meet?
For me, that was a very deep letting go of old habits of fearful thinking.
I can become fearless. The moment you have those fears and emotion triggers, just use that thinking. Being a human, I can be fearless. Why not? Any behavior and attitude only the human being can change, can grow, can develop, can evolve, can transform. No other living species.
Wow.
So you have to remind yourself, how are you, John?
Hey, Girish, I'm fine. I did not doze off or anything like that.
Very good.
And no, it was good.
It's good. Relax. The last thing that I want to share with you, that as these principles you contemplate and reflect, and it reverberates in your mind all the time, in your personal, professional, social life, before sleep and after you wake up, what will happen then? then only we can say that knowledge is 90%, practice is only 10%. So if you feel now the practice means 90% and 10% these concepts, long way to go. So simple. Means what? I know means I become aware of what? I become aware. I separate myself from all the crazy thoughts. No practice is required. Do you know you are sitting at your home? 100%. Do you need any practice to be at your home? That is what happens. Then I need not to be kind and calm, because the calmness flows out of me. Peace flows out. That is the journey of the Eastern wisdom. So we will meet again. We'll continue with our four goals. Thank you very much. We'll meet again. I hope a couple of people may join.